Hey. Alien patient. Hello, Skylar. Hello, Riker. How are you all? Oh. Oh. Excuse me. I bet that got like super bright. Like super stupid bright. Oh, berries. Hello. How are you? Super bright, your mom. Okay. How did she get super bright? Hey, Saber, how's it going? Not gonna be doing a super long stream today, just kind of wanted to relax and talk with everyone. If I can figure out where I need to have the microphone so people can hear me and I'm not hitting it. Where's he been? I don't know. AI is fun, but can be a pain sometimes. Yeah, I know it's within the art world. It's kind of a pain for sure. I don't know about the whole like writing stories or anything like that. I did watch the South Park episode recently where the Chat GPT. No, that was a pretty good episode. Now, why is a pizza bag so expensive? What? Why? Why are pizza bags so expensive? You just hit your gas line with a lawnmower. What do? You call your gas company and tell them, hey, there, yeah, so there's something going wrong, and it needs to be fixed. It's on fire. Well, I don't know how to help you about that one. This stream is not appropriate. What your response? What? How was my day? And how's it going? It's going. It's going. I'm trying to. I don't know. I've been kind of a big ball of stress most of the day, if I'm being honest. I'm trying to take and do DoorDash because, you know, money is nice. Like, I know a lot of people take and be like, oh, greedy and all that stuff, and you know what, especially where I live, that's a thing. But you know what? Money. I really like money. Money is nice. I really like money. In fact, if I had to take and name my top 5 favorite things in the world, it would probably, money would definitely be within those top 5 things. Definitely 100%. Hello, Spring Meadow. It's about Scream in South Park using the A-bot. Sometimes you really want to describe stuff, it's annoying. Caleb Rodriguez, how's it going? Yeah, no. That is obvious. That would obviously be fake. Like, you wouldn't take and... You wouldn't... Yeah. You wouldn't be fooling anybody with that one. Whoa. Where'd my cursor go? SML. Wait, SML? What the heck is SML? Oh. No, I saw your free. I saw that you got a free ceiling fan. I mean, I don't. I'm I acknowledge that you got a free ceiling fan. That's cool. You missed your 5 favorite things. I mean, I read it. I'm not gonna take and really like read off everyone's thing. I mean, it is there in the comments. You got caught by your niece when you cried last night. I do like Wendy's. Pizza Hut, maybe. But not so much McDonald's. Pizza Hut, though, God, I take and do deliveries for DoorDash at Pizza Hut that I live pretty close to. It's such a drag going in there because, well, I wouldn't say a drag. It's more of a, it's disappointing. It's very, very disappointing because their dining room is closed. Like, it's been closed since, well, 2020. But, ugh. It's just dead in there. There's only maybe a handful of workers, and that's about it. It's just kind of sad because I would take and go in there every so often for to get pizza, like years ago, and it was kind of bustling in there. Like, there was a lot of people. There was even an arcade. But now it's just, you walk in, dead silence. The only thing that's, the only sound you hear is the hum of the fluorescent light bulbs and the clattering of pots, pans, and pizza trays in the back. Waiting for an hour, and then they want $5 more in tax. I will rebut that. The whole waiting an hour for pizza. I will take and say, like I said, after doing DoorDash for a bit, food delivery is insane. It is ridiculous. Like, a lot of people think it's just make it and go, but I had to get Sonic for somebody today, and it took them 30 minutes from the time I made the order because they didn't have it in their system, and if it's not in their system, you actually have to order it for them, which is dumb. But I had to wait nearly 35 minutes just to get the order. And what sucked even worse is that the entire order I was getting like $3.75. That's how much I got for the order, was $3.75. That was it. And I'm pretty sure that they're the asshole that gave me the 4-star rating on my DoorDash customer rating because it was late. But I'm like, look, lady, that, or it was the one person that I had to take and get like cat food and stuff for, and I was like, look, they didn't have what you wanted. I had to substitute it. I'm sorry. Do I work now? Yes. No. Yes. I do DoorDash, and it is currently making enough for me to survive. It's making enough money for me to currently survive and pay bills and possibly save up very, very slowly to go to cons, and that's pretty much it. Like, I would love to have a career. Like, if anybody knows anyone who has a job offering for a network engineer, I have both schooling and experience in that, so, you know. Sounds like a backrooms level pizza place. It kind of is. If you take a walk in there, it's dark too. Like they don't have all the lights on. It's just so sad walking in that Pizza Hut now. I don't even think they do delivery, as far as I'm aware. At least not anymore. Then again, like, yeah. So I need to get a pizza bag for DoorDash, because apparently if I get a pizza bag, I'll be able to take and like get more pizza orders. And I also have to get a catering bag. So there's that. I might try and find them used if I can, because the pizza bag is like $30, and the catering bag is 40. So I'm like, that's a lot. That's a lot for a bag. Oh, Natty Patty, over on the Twitch side, how's it going? Somebody is selling a DoorDash catering bag for $35 on Facebook Marketplace. You know how much a DoorDash delivery bag costs on their website? $40. I'm not paying nearly full price for a used catering bag. Good. How about you? I'm doing well enough. I exist, and I keep smacking my microphone because I can't place it correctly and stuff and things, and I can't see hardly. So yeah, there's that. The Fizzy 141. The F is this. This is a stream. It's a stream. I mean, what do you mean by this? Are you talking about what's in front of you? Because probably it's probably a computer monitor or a phone if you're watching it on your phone. If you're talking about like this, then that's a microphone, and you're talking about that's a can. You're talking about this is a pack of batteries. If you're talking about the thing that the pack of batteries are on, that's a keyboard. If you're talking about that thing back there, that's an acoustic guitar. I also have some electric guitars behind me, and a bass, and a guitar over there. So I don't know what this stands for. I know that, I'm just messing with you. I want a fursuit so bad, but my parents are homophobic and furryphobic. Where did you get yours from? I got mine from a maker. Excuse me. From a maker called SpectordaWolf. They only make partials though, so if you want a full suit, you would have, if you want to take and get a partial, you can get it from SpectordaWolf, and they make the head, hand paws, which actually I have the hand paws over here. I just don't hardly ever use them because I can't use the mouse and keyboard with them. Foot paws, tail, things of that nature. And I actually got mine I commissioned mine several years ago, so they were still doing like full partials where you have like legs and arms and stuff. So you want a purple and pink cat suit. It's Misty. How's it going? Everybody just pile in. Offspring Metal left. I just now noticed that. Rex the Spunk. Rex is... I still haven't heard back from anybody about Rex. I swear. Because I need to take I haven't been on Telegram in like 2 weeks. And it's mostly because I'm trying to do DoorDash and I'm trying to configure everything. Like I'm trying to find this work-life balance that can work for me. Bay629, can you be my puppy dog? I mean, I suppose so. I can try to be the best one I can possibly be. What music do I listen to? I listen to mostly metal. Mostly metal music. As for like the more specific type of genre and stuff that I listen to, I normally listen to things like doom and stoner and heavy psych and things like that. Of course, I'm like a huge Pantera fan, so I like groove metal, I like thrash and things like that. Good puppy. I'm trying to actually get it now to where I can like plug in my guitar to my thing so I can stream it.
Bet your sweet Bippy I did. You bet your sweet Bippy I did.
Oh no.
Bet your sweet Bippy
Oh no.
Oh
no.
Oh
no.
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 Oh, come on.
Bet your sweet Bippy I did.
Well, this is nice.
Bet your sweet Bippy I did.
I'm gonna have to figure out why that is doing that.
Bet your sweet Bippy I did.
It broke.
Bet your sweet Bippy I did.
You broke.
Bet your sweet Bippy I did.
Somebody broke.
Bet your sweet Bippy I did. Bet your sweet Bippy
everything. I don't know.
Bet your sweet Bippy I did. Bet your sweet Bippy I did. Bet your sweet Bippy I did.
Ah. Well, that's fun.
Bet your sweet Bippy I did. Bet your sweet
Crap.
Bippy I did. Bet your sweet Bippy I did. Bet your sweet Bippy I did. Bet your sweet Bippy I did.
Oh.
Bet your sweet Bippy.
I can't tell where that's coming from now. Great. Name is Cosmo, or Cosmo Furry Dust. Oh, nice. I had to turn down the music volume, by the way, because yeah, I don't know what's going on. So I'm currently trying to fix that. But for now, we will not be listening to any music because something broke. That makes the second time it's done this. But Adam the Wolf, thank you for the follow on Twitch. I'm having to like stop and think about stuff because the only thing that I can hear is Ed. Also, Lab Rat, I don't know if that's the actual Lab Rat, but thank you. Twitch must have snapped, probably. More than likely. Let me see if I'm going to take and try and fix it right now. Love my costume. Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Oh, there we go. I don't know why it's doing that. Hold on. I wonder if there's actually like a workaround for this. TWIT Twitch. Keep playing. Well, that's fun. There's no... There's... I don't... Trolls trying to mess with the stream. I don't know, because nothing else is popping up, so it's like I don't exactly understand what's going on. Oh, here we go. Here's a troubleshooting thing. Can I do a Q&A? I mean, sure. If anybody, honestly, if anybody wants to take and ask me questions now, that's perfectly fine. I'm just trying to figure out how to get the Twitch alert to stop. I don't even know, like... Wait a minute, I wonder... Where... Okay, no. Where... See, now I can't figure out where it's coming from. Buff Shaggy. Nice fursuit. Well, thank you very much. What is my favorite food? Probably... Probably chicken and dumplings. Chicken and dumplings is one of my favorite food. Buff Shaggy is a fan of the furry community. Well, thank you very much. Are there buff furries? Yes, there are a lot of buff furries, actually. Hey, Trudy, how's it going? You like butter chicken? Butter chicken sounds pretty good, too. Do my parents know about being a furry? No. Most of my family doesn't know. In fact, I think the only people that know that I'm a furry is my brother, and by extension, I guess technically my sister-in-law, and one of my aunts. and technically my stepmother. I don't really call her my stepmother, but she knows. She's married to my father. My father doesn't know. To be honest, being a furry isn't all that weird to me. If anything, it's really creative. Well, I appreciate those words because you know this is merely just another form of expression. And I think one of the best things about the fandom is that not only can you take and be kind of this thing that you create for yourself, but you can also use it to make other art. Because I mean, one of my other things that I do is I like to play metal. Well, I like metal music. I'm a huge metalhead, and I take and want to do that as a furry as well. So, you know, it's an artistic gateway to being more. It I'm trying to take words. I'm It's an artistic gateway to more art, if that makes sense. So, how did you find out you were a furry, and how long ago? Um, I don't really think I ever really like discovered that I was a furry. Um, I kind of found the furry fandom at a really, really difficult time in my life. Um, and that was, dang, how long ago was that now? 15, 16, 17, 18, almost 19 years ago. So, or no, it would have been 18. It would have been about 18 years ago. I was 12 at the time when I first discovered the fandom. So, you know, um, um, oh, Luna Wolf, hello. You can't brush off furries with the same brush, so to speak. Yes, yes. That's actually a pretty good way to put it. Furries are so looked down upon. It's so sad that they assume we're all zoos. Yeah, I mean a few bad apples spoil the bunch, and the thing is I don't think that there is a straight and narrow to anything. There's just not. Um, so we're all put into like different groups, and as soon as somebody bad in that group does something bad, everybody's bad. And there's definitely a case where I have to say that when a group specifically advocates for certain things and you still want to be part of that group because of reasons that you know are unbeknownst to most other people, it's kind of like looking like they like to kill babies. In fact, this entire group advocates on killing babies, but I don't like to kill babies, but I still want to be part of this group. See, it makes no sense. It's like, oh, this group over here, they advocate for blowing up the entire world. I don't want to blow up the entire world, but I still want to be part of that group. See, it's weird like that. I feel like there's like a people taking like join factions and stuff based on really weird, ridiculous reasons. But once you take and actually join a group and you end up doing something that is positive, like the fandom, and then somebody does something bad, then everybody else thinks that everyone else is bad. But then again, it's a very narrow amount of people that actually take and think that the furry fandom is bad. Like for the most part, the only people that I see that are hating on furries are like 10-year-olds that have a YouTube channel and like upload Roblox stuff. It's most people are usually either look at the fandom as just kind of like a thing, or they're just completely totally okay with it. So oh, Cuddly Kong, hey. You just realized that I'm 30 years old. How? Oop. I guess you could take and be like, oh, I'm almost 30. I am almost 30. I'm in May. I will be 30. So yeah, you are definitely right. Your math checks out. Wacky. Oh man, the Roblox edit preppies always make fun of it. Um, there we go. I don't understand why. Your birthday was 3 days ago. Happy birthday. Gonna be 23 in September on the 30th. That's still a few months out. Still a few months out. You're suffering from severe autism and depressed with anxiety. I am the latter. Depressed and have a lot of anxiety. That's usually my life. Am I going to charge us for this therapy session? Well, I mean, all therapy sessions are free, but if you would like to throw a couple dollars my way, there's always those methods. Oh, and I'm itching like crazy. I wonder if I can. Okay, I'm assuming that nobody can hear any of that. Huh. Well, that's going. Okay. Bipolar. Wonder. I wish I knew, or it was. I wish I knew where this sound was coming from, because it is literally ear grating. Um, there's no, well, I'm pretty sure you all can hear me. I know there's no sound on your all's end because I muted everything, but I don't know where the sound is coming from. Actually, I'm gonna, okay. Um, hmm. I'm gonna have to figure out. I legit do not know why. And the problem is, another big thing is that I'm using OBS now. I don't use Streamlabs anymore. And good grief, it is starting to become very annoying. Yeah, okay. I think it was, where is it? Nope. Is that what clarity sounds like? Oh my god. I managed to stop it. I managed to stop it. I managed to stop it. Oh my god, thank you. I'm gonna have to figure out why that's doing that. The alert duration is supposed to be 3 seconds. It's supposed to be 3 seconds. Okay, now I can actually turn the volume back up and it not be overly obnoxious. Music. Okay. 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 Mocha Cookie, I'm sorry. I'm not ignoring you. I was trying to fix a problem. A very serious problem. But it should be all fixed. It should be fine. It should be okay. I'm assuming everybody can hear the music again. Good grief. Go. X out of that. What was this one for? Okay. Go back to YouTube. No way! A Fox in Space episode 2 is airing right now. I'm gonna go watch that later. Do you think your parents already know that you're fruity by now because of your voice sounding fruity? I mean, I have seen like the straightest of straight guys talk in like rather high-pitched voices. So I think you're fine if you're trying to hide it, because your voice doesn't necessarily matter. I know a lot of people take them like try to put on a gay accent, but the thing is I'm gay and I talk like this. I don't put any emphasis on my voice. I don't put a whole lot of emphasis on my voice. Okay, everything's fixed. We're back up on this. Whew. I got a few new followers, but I think they're fake. Pretty sure they're fake. I'm like 99% sure they're fake. Because I got followed by Samson the Cat Fox, and I'm like, I'm not being followed by Samson on here. I don't think this is actually lab rat either. No. Because the account was created literally 57 minutes ago. What's the point of that? What's the point of creating a fake account and then following someone and then not doing anything? I don't get it. I fat fingered that. Yeah, we're just gonna take and go on a bandwagon here. SpectordaWolf official. I'm pretty sure that's fake. It's created like. Okay, B692. That's not fake. Alakai Stansberry. I have no idea who that is. Oh, hello. See, now that one's not going to repeat every 5 seconds. Natty Patty. Natty Patty 26. Thank you for that. See, I can take and go up here and see that you created this. Well, it was created this year, but not, I mean, at least you didn't make your account like 5 minutes ago. Whew. Man. You made this account to follow your friend's sister's stream. Okay. That's pretty cool. Whew, man, that was insane. I just had to completely disable follower notifications. Well, I mean, it will still make a notification, but it won't make the notification that I made for it. Yeah. Whew. Does DoorDash does regular background checks, and if you get a felony, that's fun. A DMV, drug and alcohol, domestic violence, or traffic violations. So if I get a traffic violation, I would be kicked off. That's fun. I swear. I want to track down the person who gave me a 4-star. Oh. Sorry, I just got like a notification for a tweet from somebody that hasn't tweeted in like forever. Dang, there's this YouTube channel that I follow, and they don't upload anything anymore, called the Super Gaming Brothers. And man, I wish they would take and start uploading again. And at this point, I think they could, cause I mean, in terms of meeting up in person, because that's how they used to do it. I'm pretty sure they could do it again. So, yeah, I'm hoping that they pick it back up. So how is everyone tonight? What is going on with everyone? Oh. Did Saber go to bed? You're just wondering. Yes, Saber has left the chat. I don't know if they're in bed, but they are not here. Freddy Fluffs is good. He's starting to get tired. I probably won't be streaming for very much longer. Just kind of wanted to take and do a, hey, how's it going? I still exist, even though I'm existing in like increments. Huh. Oh, I'm hoping that soon I can kind of formulate everything with doing DoorDash and all that. I can be a little bit more involved because I really need to start getting back into the YouTube and streaming game a lot more. It's just kind of been rough for the past couple months. At first it was one problem, and now it's kind of more. I didn't even see Peter Poco up there. I'm sorry. Sometimes I end up missing something, and I apologize. But yeah, I'm hoping to get everything kind of figured out over the course of the next, hopefully, week. Because I've got stuff I need to do on here. I've got plans I needed to take and do. I'm at least glad on one thing, and that is doing DoorDash. I can at least work on my own time. I can kind of schedule around everything instead of having to basically be at the scheduling woes of another business. So, and on top of that, a lot of my friends have like weird flexible schedules that they have to follow. Because one of my friends was originally only working Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But then they ended up going, well, we're going to take and switch you to a variable schedule. So now he's working like 3 to 4 days one week, and then 3 to 4 days and different order another week, and it's insane. I don't want to have a schedule like that, and I don't want to work weekends. I mean, technically I do DoorDash on weekends, but I mean, it's usually not nothing too bad. I think my biggest issue right now, though, is the fact that my car is garbage. So, did you get your wisdom teeth removed? I had five wisdom teeth. How the heck do you have 5 wisdom teeth? But the answer is no. My wisdom teeth are still in my head. I have not had them removed, although getting them removed would probably be a pretty good idea. But the thing is, they would only have to remove 3 of them because I have only grown 3 of them. One, my wisdom tooth on the bottom jaw down here, has never grown. It's just not there. Like, it's just bone. So I only have 3 wisdom teeth. Oh, you both back? You can't hear. Can you hear me? Yes, no. Huh. I am currently getting... Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Turning up the microphone volume a little bit. Fireball, the Fireball Wolf, hello. Yeah, sometimes my mic might be like over here because I can't see my monitor when my microphone's like right in front of me if my head's on. It'd be a lot different story if I had like a microphone boom. That way I can take it, have it up, over, and then come up and then just like be right here. But I don't have a microphone boom. Oh, excuse me. Another thing about DoorDash that I just recently thought about, they sent me like a welcome package, and they gave me a bag and this red card, and I didn't realize it, but you can actually order groceries through DoorDash. That's interesting. I didn't realize that until literally today, because they gave me my red card, and that's how you use it to pay for the groceries and all that. And they're just, yeah, and I can go grocery shopping and do that for DoorDash now. That's actually kind of nice. It's actually really nice. They also have like certain other delivery stuff too, because I had to accept a delivery from an Advanced Auto Parts, and it was just this little pipe link coupling, and I think that I had to deliver it maybe like 2 miles away, but I got like $18 for it. So, I mean, I'll give me like 50 of those. Wait a minute. Oh hey, Jace, how's it going? Guess what? Okay, you gotta know, waffles or pancakes. pancakes. I am a big fan of pancakes. I do like waffles, but I feel like pancakes is so much better of a medium. I just like pancakes more. Ow. Used to be DoorDash in college for extra cash. It's pretty frustrating how they deal with active scenarios and tend to be cited against drivers. Like, what do you mean by active scenarios? Because I've never really had much of a problem with any customers. I did have a couple issues with, like, today, where I had to take and go, like, get cat food for somebody, and they didn't have the cat food that they wanted, and I think that's the person who ended up giving me a 4-star on my customer rating. So now I'm at 4.97 instead of 5.0. So, and I'm just like, look, lady, I look for it, so the next time I can't find the item, I'm just gonna have to call them and be like, look, they don't have it. I'm gonna have to substitute it with something else. So, you know. You got your first subscriber yesterday. Congratulations. Pancakes are the boom or the bomb. Either way, it's whatever. It depends on you. For me, also depends on who's making them. Yeah, and here's the problem. I can't make pancakes. I can make waffles because, I mean, you just pour the batter in a waffle maker and then you set, and it basically does it for you. But pancakes, it's an entirely involved process, and for some reason, for the life of me, and I have tried multiple times, but I cannot make pancakes. I just can't. I always have to have someone else make pancakes for me. And I'm 30 years old. You would think that I should know how to make pancakes, but I just can't. I don't know if it's because I'm over mixing it. I don't know if it's because I'm putting like too much of one thing or another thing, and I try to take and follow the steps, but every single time I do it, it always comes out like garbage. Belgian waffles with Nutella is different. It's great for some side cash. It's just annoying waiting in a call center for half an hour for an ongoing order. I've never had to call DoorDash directly, so to speak. And they're usually pretty snappy when I call them. Usually I end up texting them. Because sometimes that is a little bit faster. But I never really have any problems unless I have to deliver to a location where cell signal is basically non-existent. And so far I've only had to make 2 deliveries like that. I went to their house and they're just out in the middle of BFE, and I can't get cell signal to approve the order or to tell that the order was delivered. So I have to take and contact DoorDash, be like, hey, I delivered this order, but there was no cell signal. I had to travel back to town to even remotely get cell signal. That's annoying. That's really annoying, but usually the issue is resolved pretty quickly. It's great for some extra cash. And you know, that's another thing. Good for some extra cash. The thing is I am doing DoorDash usually like 5 or 6 hours out of the day, and I'm actually making decent enough money to where I can actually utilize DoorDash as my sole method of income, because when it comes down to it, I only have to pay for 3 bills: my internet, my car insurance, and my cell phone. Those are the only bills that I have to pay right now. which I guess is a good thing. And if I ever have to take and get out on my own and do something like that, then yeah, I would obviously not be able to do DoorDash unless I was in a bigger city. And I live in a pretty well developed town, but it's not like it's booming or anything. And it's actually starting to pick up quite a bit over the past couple years. Um, in fact, in like 2018 and 2019, we started to get a whole lot of like more business rising up in our town. But of course, 2020 happened. Um, so it is actually a pretty decent way to get income. And there's somebody who actually, in the same state that I live in, Lexington, Kentucky, a guy actually was interviewed who does DoorDash up there, and he said that if you want to use it as your sole income, you have to treat it like an actual job. Because he was saying that he is pulling in sometimes $800, $900, $1,000 a day. A day. Because he even showed that he ended up getting over $1,200 in one day. And I'm like, well, yeah, if you take and treat it like an actual job, it's pretty decent income, and that's what I'm trying to take and do right now. Like, I've been scheduling myself much further in advance. Like right now, let me check real quick. Right now, I'm scheduled all the way up to the 31st to do DoorDash from like 9:30 in the morning to 11 at night. Now, obviously, I don't, do that till 11 at night. I'll usually start at 9 and then go to like maybe 4 or 5 o'clock. But during that time, I'm usually making, depending on the day, anywhere between maybe $50 to $100. And on days like Sunday, so tomorrow, and Monday, those are days that I don't stream, because I only stream Tuesday through Saturday. So Sunday and Monday is my best days. I'm usually earning much more on those days if I do it all day. So I'm constantly looking at the schedule. I'm constantly trying to take and get like the best schedule I possibly can. So like I said, if you treat it like an actual job, you'll actually be able to do something. Hello, IDAX. Hold on, I've got to pick back up on reading stuff. Let me put it in front of me. See, go over to YouTube first. Have I ever really had a Karen during a DoorDash order? No, actually, I've not had any Karen, so to speak, during a DoorDash. I've either never had to talk to the customer or they've always been pretty friendly, and I'm usually trying to be friendly because, if I go up to the customer and I hand them the order and I'm like in a sour mood, and then that's grounds for me possibly getting a lower score. I want to keep my customer rating score at 5, if at all possible. That way, if I keep it at 5 and I keep all of my stats up, then I get priority on higher paying orders. So in a way, I'm being friendly, not because I tend to be a fairly friendly person in general, unless you're like not friendly to me. But I also do it because I earn more money that way. Good spirit equals cash, bad spirit equals trash can, right? Over on Twitch. Usually you have to get the right texture. Oh, on the pancakes thing. Yeah, there's like, pancakes are weird. It's like cooking is an art form, and then pancakes is like a completely separate art form in and of itself. I don't get it. But I mean, I'm also I'm usually kind of a stickler when it comes to waffles. Like usually chocolate chip or plain. There's really no in between. But in pancakes, I'm usually like, just throw whatever you want to in there, except blueberries. I hate blueberries. I don't like blueberries by themselves. I don't like blueberries in stuff. I don't like blueberry drinks. I don't like blueberries. Work ethic is important. Glad to see DoorDash values it. I was a value dasher for a few months too. Remember getting so many sushi orders. There's only like 2 places that does sushi in my hometown. I guarantee you that if I was in like a bigger town like Lexington, where in the state that I live, or Louisville or something of that nature, I would be getting tons of those because sushi is really good. Like if you've never had sushi, go try sushi. I personally eat like the cooked sushi variety, mostly because a lot of them are fried, and they're the fried sushi's like top tier food. Waffles have more holes to put stuff in, but pancakes are, yeah, I agree. I think it's because I like I like soft, plush stuff over like crunchy, hard stuff. Unless, of course, I say that as someone who used to be quite anemic, and one of the side effects of anemia, which basically means that you're not getting enough iron in your blood. Um, One of the side effects of that, for some reason, and it's actually been proven that one of the side effects is just eating ice. Like for some reason, you just crave ice. Like I will literally go get like this. Like I will have the cup of ice just that full, and I'll just eat that the entire cup. Loves waffles. Well, I'd rather be a DoorDasher or a storm chaser. How much money does a storm chaser make? I'm curious. Is that actually like a profession? I'm curious. The answer is yes. The answer is yes. It is a real job. Let's see how much does storm chasers make? Storm chasing has no salary? Really? Okay, well I looked it up. Okay, do you mean salary as in no salary or no hourly wage? Because it says here that annual pay for storm chasers in the United States is around, we'll just round up to $60,000 a year. Should I require some degree in journalism? Journalism? I think I think when you, probably not journalism. I think it would require a degree in meteorology, is what you're probably thinking of. Yeah, salary is fixed pay. salary is a fixed pay. Hourly is obviously you have an hourly wage. Um, I don't like salary wages because it is fixed and you can't take and go up from there unless you get like a raise. So I usually prefer like hourly wages because not the last company that I worked for, but the company that I worked for before the last company that I worked for. They would take and sometimes ask people if they wanted to go to a salary wage, and they were only making like $15 an hour, and I'm like, why? Why would you go to a salary wage if you're making $15 an hour? Hey, TBC, like an Game Fan 123. Guess you're watching this now. Welcome. You are watching this now. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you. Salaries, fixed pay, storm chasing depends on storms. If they're the tornado chasers for videos. You're in Nashville, Tennessee. Make $64.80. What? Okay. I mean, I don't know what $64.80. Like, what was Nashville making $64.80? I don't get it. You're on lunch. Okay. Well, I hope you're having a good lunch. You're a furry and a bit of a storm chaser yourself. You're cash. Oh, okay. 7-day weeks. That should be illegal. You should not be required. We need a 4-day work week. I will take and say that right now. I advocate for a 4-day work week. Monday through Thursday, and that's it. Sorry, just 4-day work week. You can't make anyone work overtime, and you can't make anyone work over. You just can't make anyone work over a for their time, because one of the company that I used to work for, literally the last company that I used to work for, had mandatory overtime, and I'm like, can we just not? Can we just not? Because they would have mandatory overtime, 5 days a week, 10 hours a day, for like 3 or 4 months at a time, and then it would be like 1 month we would go back to regular schedule, and then the next month it would take and pick up for another like 3 or 4 months of 10-hour days. And I'm like, can we please stop this? I am very tired. I'm going home, and I'm basically sleeping as soon as I get home, and I end up waking up in the middle of the day, and it's causing serious insomnia problems. Like, I told them to their face that I'm like, look, I can't sleep. I just cannot sleep. For a 50-hour week, but you're making bank, you don't regret it. But you see, I wasn't making bank when I was working overtime. I was making like $15 an hour, and I'm like, and $15 an hour doesn't sound too bad until you start to realize that it's not a lot. Because my second job that I had, which was the job that I had before that, I'm just going to take and say jobs 1, 2, and 3, because I've only ever had like 3 main jobs in my entire life. But job number 2, I was making like, before I ended up leaving or getting fired, if you take and ask them, because they handed me the pink slip, and instead of signing my name, I gave them the finger and walked out. So I quit is what happened. As soon as they took and said we're firing you, I said, well, I quit. I was making $9.50, and I was working there for 4 years. I was working there for 4 years, and I never saw a single penny over $9.50. which is hilarious because the company now, you start out at like $14.50 an hour and get massive raises. There are people there now that are making like $16, $17, $18 an hour. But you know, what do I know? It's not like I took and broke my back and put my blood, sweat, and tears in that company to completely reform an entire department. It's not like I took and literally went above and beyond in the IT department to make sure that everything actually functionally worked, despite the fact that we were working with technology that was at that point about 20 to 25 years old. We literally had server switches, which is basically this massive long box that has a bunch of Ethernet cables coming out of it to send to other computers. Our oldest one in that building was from the year 2000, and it had an uptime since 2001. That's how old those things were. $50 hours thing. It's average, so now average is supposed to be 40 hours a week, but you know. There are people in dark mines in precarious situations, and you're making fraps for 22 plus an hour and tips. Are you working for Starbucks? How in the world? It's like, what company do you work for where you're making $22 plus an hour making fraps? Just wish rent was lower. Yeah, that'd be nice, but we also have to take care of all the landlords first. So there is that. Used to work for Whole Foods during COVID and Amazon owning it. It's truly hell. Had to sit down with your boss after showing up late 3 minutes, late 3 days in a row. Deplorable. Sumo Rux, you're scared? Why are you scared? I mean, there's no reason to be scared. Starbucks, okay, getting a $4. Starving landlord wouldn't miss payment. Yeah, landlords are. Well, the landlords that own massive amounts of properties are scum of the earth. I will gladly live in a camper before I have to take and go rent a house. But dang, you work for Starbucks? Starbucks pays. Are you unionized? Are you at a unionized Starbucks? Please tell me yes. Because I would hope that would be a unionized Starbucks if you're making $22 an hour. Am I gay? Yes. I am. Am I a Minecraft noob? I've been playing Minecraft since 2012. Yeah, that's when I bought it. So no, I would not consider myself a Minecraft noob. I live in the suburb. Okay. Starbucks is good, but it's always too crowded. It is always too crowded, and I don't get it too, because the Starbucks that I take in that's in my hometown is always crowded, and I don't get why. I don't even like Starbucks. Everyone else around you is, but not you. You're not unionized, but everyone else is. That's such garbage. More than likely, though, the only reason why you're getting that money is because all of them are now unionized. So they're now in a panic, like, uh-oh, if we might want to take and start paying our employees more. Otherwise, they're going to go work for this particular branch or whatever. And yeah. SM makes 45 plus on salary. Jeez. Kumiyoki, I have no idea what that means. Each Khan Nishmir, I have no idea. Is that German? Not hard to get there. You just got to show up on time and do your tasks for a year. Does it have to be a year? Can we shorten that down to like 3 months? I've got things I want to buy and bills I've got to pay. So, you know, it'd be nice if I was making that kind of money now. Kind of sucks though, because the profession I went to college for and the profession that I have around about a year experience in, there's not even any jobs like that around here. Because I went to school for network engineering, you know, like computer network engineering. And the IT field is a barren wasteland where I live. Spectre, are you gay? Yes, I am. Starbucks considered each town, and according to cost of living, so I got a $5 raise across the board during the year. Oh, that's not bad. You could work in Wisconsin? Is that just a shortening of Wisconsin? I have been told by numerous people that I should take and move to Wisconsin, and I'm like, why? Why should I move to Wisconsin? It's basically Kentucky, but cold. Why the fuck would I want to go to Kentucky, but colder? How was my day? My day was a day. That's all I have to say about that. It's pretty good. How was yours, Sumo Rex? Oh, Wesco is a job. Okay. The Wisconsin thing still holds, by the way. Things to do too, but I get it. But I don't have too much an alternative, and you're getting all right money. Certainly feel trapped. Love doing what you do, but wish you could fast track to your dream job. Yeah. I have learned from a pretty from being in the workforce now for the past going on 10 years. I realized that the only way you will ever get anywhere is if you know people. That's it. It's like you have to know the right people at the right time. Because and the thing is I was lucky to get the IT job that I had. Because I basically begged for it. Like I was like, guys, please let me in the IT department. I literally have college education to do IT work. And they let me in there, and then they laid me off, like, several months later. And I'm like, why? Of course, the reason why is because money issues, which I highly doubt that, considering the company that we're talking about. But they was fine. It's like, where do you read a U in your name? I didn't read a U. I said Smorux. Smorux. Or Smorux. I didn't mean Rex, but Rux. I guess when I said S, I went Smo. So it kind of had like a little U twang to it, but I didn't read a U. College gives you connections more than certification. That's why they're so important. I totally agree with you. Yeah. Yeah. That, but the thing is in college, it was, oh man, I hated college so much. I regret every single second I went to college because that was such a money hole. I I got like $100,000 from a car accident that I was in, and pretty much all of it went to college. At least a good portion of it did, and I basically have hardly anything to show for it because nobody cares about certification. They just care about either years upon years upon years of work experience or if you have connections. And thankfully, though, in the second job that I had, I was put into a department based on somebody that I knew. But the thing is, he knew me through my work ethic. He knew that I actually gave a damn about the job, which is funny because despite the fact that because I went into that department that he basically helped me get into, and that department was an absolute shambles. It was basically two departments put together, which then separated again like a few months later. But that department was an absolute shambles. No one knew how to do anything. It was basically a wing it type of scenario where we don't really have a formulated plan on how to do the job. Just do it. Like, here's this, here's this, here's this. Just take and do these things, and don't actually, and improving on it is just something that you kind of have to figure out on your own. So I completely reformulated that entire department and said, okay, we're going to take and sit down. We're going to write out what needs to be done at this particular department in order for it to function perfectly, or at least as better than it was. And I ended up completely redoing so much stuff on their website, specifically because I had to deal a lot with their website. So technically, with that job description, I was kind of more like a front-end website administrator. So it's whatever. Wasn't very fun. The worst was isolation. You spent 8 months alone with no human contact and still had to pay for gym pool fees while they were closed. Should have been illegal. Yeah, I agree with that. The online textbooks cost $200, which is ridiculous. A digital textbook should not be that much. I know that they are updated every year, but changing a couple words on something is not subject for it to continue being $200+, which is the reason why every time I had a class, I would always go to the teacher and be like, or the instructor. I wouldn't really call a college, someone who teaches a class in college a teacher. They're more of a instructor, I would take and say. I would always ask them, like, is a book really required for this class? And if they said no, then I'd be like, okay. And then I just wouldn't get the book. $200 really good. Inflation sucks. Oh no. No. College textbooks have always been expensive. Inflation doesn't matter when it comes to college textbooks. Because I went to college back in 2012, and I think my most expensive textbook was a math textbook. And the reason why I had to have this specific textbook was because it came with a program. And it costed $500. Nothing about the textbook changed from the previous textbooks. But the reason why is because I had to have a special curriculum ID that went with the textbook that allowed me to access an online class. So that access pass only came with the textbook. So I was literally only paying for the access part, and that access was $500. So I was paying $500 for a math class. Well, I was paying $500 for $500 for the textbook, plus like another $500 for the class. So it's like $1,000 for a math class. Jace has a question. $200 is low, and your friend had one for $500. Yeah, $500, $500 for high-end physics. Oh my God, I think one of the worst classes that I had to have, and I actually ended up dropping out of that class and going and taking another class because it was just so. First off, I was working when I was taking that class, and the class was at like 8 o'clock in the morning, so I was getting back like an hour beforehand and taking like a 30-minute nap before I had to go to class, so I was sleeping in class most of the time. And it was statistics. You know how boring statistics is? It is extremely boring. To this day, I do not claim to know anything about statistics, and I absolutely despise statistics. Like, I will leave that to the professionals to deal with. It's almost a dystopia today, but I love it sometimes. I can affirm payment in 6 months for a 6-gallon tub of maple syrup on Amazon. Is it wrong to be bisexual? No. I can't give any longer answer than that. The answer is just no, there's nothing wrong with it. There you go. There's your answer. Stats made me feel like had brain rot. Oh my God. I hated stats so much. Thankfully, it was not a required class for network engineering. So I ended up having to take a different class because of that. But man, stats was so boring. Because even the homework that I got, I was just looking at it like I have no idea what's going on. Sure, I slept through most of the class, but I was just like, I'm done with this, and ended up dropping the class and taking something else. I can't remember what I took even because it's been so friggin' long. I think it was another math-based class, but it was just something else. So, Mason, the numbers, Mason. What do they mean? That brings back some memories. Random question. Have you ever considered playing DMZ with viewers? Oh, are you the person that asked about playing DMZ with viewers? Because I completely forgot to answer you back. I'm sorry about that. I have been busy the past like 2 weeks. So if I don't get to any like comments on YouTube, you know why. You play a lot, and once you get back from work, yeah, actually, I would love to play DMZ with viewers. I need to take and start doing more viewer-based interactivity with my chat and stuff. But yeah, absolutely, because I want to take and start doing VR chat. I want to start doing like golf with friends, because I played golf with friends before, and it's absolutely chaos. DMZ with followers and subscribers, that is absolutely okay with me. If you would like to take and set that up, actually, I have a Discord. Nimspy. I'm trying to pronounce your name, Nimspy. But yeah, if you have a Discord, I have a Discord link that I can give you if you would like to join that, and we can set something up. And I would love to play DMZ with anybody else who just so happens to play Modern Warfare. Spy. Okay, I will call you Spy. Ow. Microphone. Okay. I keep hitting my desk. Let me grab my Discord invite link real quick. Really quick, Spy, how old are you? I'm assuming that you're over the age of 18, considering the fact that you have a job. I just have to ask because I don't let anybody under the age of like 16, 17 join my chat. It's a safe for work chat, but I don't want like someone who's 10 in there and then end up seeing something that they probably shouldn't, and it's all okay. 21, that is all I needed to know. There's the link. Hey, peace, how's it going? Glad to see you here. By the way, peace, since you're here, since I was doing DoorDash, since I'm doing DoorDash now, I found this really awesome barbecue place that we should take and go check out sometime. Whenever you have the chance, like we need to take and set up a day and go to this barbecue place because it is awesome in there. It's every time I get it delivered from there, it smells amazing. I even looked back, they had their kitchen door open, and I wouldn't even really call it a kitchen. It's more like just a bunch of grills set up. So it is like legit, genuine barbecue. It is awesome. Is it here in town? Because I think I know which one you're talking about. It's called like Durham's Barbecue Pit, I think is what it's called. It's pretty close to the flea market on the south side of town. It's on like this crossroad that you have to connects 25 to I can't remember the other road, but it goes like right behind the flea market. Pork belly roast. You decided to join. Wait, decided to join. Wait, Jace, aren't you like 12 or 13? If you told your Middle Eastern relatives how much pork barbecue you've had, you'd get stoned. Not a good way, right? Not the good kind of stoned. You join the Discord if that's okay. Well, like I said, how old are you? Because the last time you asked about it, I asked you how old you were, and you said you were like 12. So the big flea market, yeah, Flealand. Yes, but very dirty-minded. I would rather you are okay to take and be in the stream chat, but because you are 12, I am gonna have to take and kick you. I am sorry. But I just can't have anyone who is super underage. Well, I mean, first and foremost, if you're 12 and you take and have like dirty-minded anything, I don't want to hear about it. I'm sorry. I just don't want to hear about it. I don't need that. I don't need that sludge in my pipes. I don't need that roach on my cookie. I don't need that rat in my soda can. If you catch my downdrift, G. So I am gonna kick you if I can figure out how. But like I said, you are fine to take and be in, stream chat and all that. It's just, I have heard horror stories of people who have underage people in their Discord chats, and then as soon as somebody says something wrong or posts something that's very, very suggestive or adult, and someone takes and sees it and gets upset, then, I could take and be like, I didn't take and post it or anything. I didn't take and have any involvement with it, but I guarantee you I will get 100% of the blame. So it's not you, it's me. Go to church on Sunday. No, on Sunday, well, actually, it's technically Sunday already for me. But as soon as I wake up, I'm gonna have to take and head out to the streets because I'm doing DoorDash again tomorrow, and I'm doing it for like 10-12 hours tomorrow, from like 8 o'clock in the morning to whenever the heck I feel like I don't want to earn any more money for the day. Which today actually wasn't too bad of a day. I earned, how much did I earn today? $73.25, and technically I could have kept going a little bit longer, but I was kind of tired, frustrated, and pent up in more ways than one. But hey, overall, this entire week, my payout's gonna be $370. That's not bad, and I got tomorrow too. So, yeah, hopefully that's another potential for me to get at least $100. I'm hoping to get at least 100 tomorrow. That'd be great. Make sure you take lunch breaks though. Oh, I take and bring snacks and stuff with me. I always make sure that I have a couple water bottles with me and a couple snacks. Sometimes I'll take and have like a candy bar or something like that. So don't worry about me. I've always got food. Has DoorDash been relaxing? It's been somewhat relaxing. I will tell you this though, and don't tell anybody else this, but I desperately need to start taking weed with me when I do DoorDash, because I get the most uncontrollable road rage. And I get like super fucking pissed, like really easy when it comes to doing certain things, because I'm not gonna lie, DoorDash's app is garbage, and I get mad at it a lot. But if I had like a dab pen or something with me, just take a couple puffs and kind of get at least within the headspace, I'm usually pretty relaxed. So I also need to get a new pair of wireless earbuds, because the only earbuds that I have right now that I can even use are these wired ones. And that makes it very difficult to do. Driving using these and having to get in and out of your car all the time is a bit frustrating. So I need to get wireless earbuds so I can take and just literally keep them in. and do DoorDash and stuff like that. That way I can always listen to music. Because I don't even listen to music while I DoorDash. I just take and listen to the breaking down of my car pretty much because it's a piece of junk. Funny thing is, driving requires a lot of calories due to attention, and the brain uses a lot of energy. I'd love to know the calculation of average calories lost by DoorDash. That's actually a pretty interesting science experiment. I was about to say ask a MatPat to do some kind of thing like food theory. Take and do a food theory on how many calories do you burn doing a typical DoorDash day. DoorDash is more liberating than relaxing. That is a very true statement. I've had plenty of dashers who smoke around here. As long as you stay safe and understand your limits, I'm pretty sure you're safe, bro. Not a cop. I mean, that's fair. I'm honestly a lot more alert and focused when I'm not like blazed out of my mind, but like when I'm at least a little bit stoned. I'm usually a little bit more alert. I'm a little bit more like, on my game when I'm a little bit stoned. So I definitely need to go buy a new dab pen because I actually had, was it this one? I think it maybe, yeah, it was this one. This one like crapped out on me. These things are kind of garbage, but I need to go find like a good like cartridge based thing. So I think some good earphones would be good. I had 2 pairs of wireless earbuds. No, I had 3 pairs of wireless earbuds, and I have lost all of them. I can't find them. They're gone. And I don't understand how I ended up losing them, because they were pretty good earbuds too, and I just don't know where they are. So I'm gonna have to go get a new pair. I used to have a really good pair of skull candies that kind of wrapped around your neck and then you put the earbuds in. Those were great. I used those for like 3 years before they finally, they still worked, and they probably actually still work. They just fell apart. Like, I can't take and turn them on anymore with the button. I would have to do some kind of finagling in order to actually get them to turn on. You couldn't dash without music though. It's so stressful waiting at a drive-thru for 30 minutes, and then your customer calls me about delivery time it says waiting for the store. Oh yeah. See, I've learned that there is actually a way to bypass that. If I know I am going to be late on an order, and Slim Chickens, good grief, Slim Chickens used to be really bad for that. They're actually gotten pretty better. But I would be sitting there waiting like 10, 20 minutes for an order. But if I know I'm going to be even a minute late on getting the order and going, I picked it up. There's a, actually I can't do it if I'm not actually dashing. But there's a thing at the bottom that allows you to give feedback. And if you go click on that, it'll give you like check boxes and be like, oh, tell us what's happening right now. And be like, oh, the order's taking too long because they were still working on it when I got there. The order wasn't started till I got there. Long lines, etc., etc. And if you do that, you will not get penalized for it. And it will actually tell the person who ordered it that, hey, it's going to be a little bit late. So that's how I usually avoid that. You have a TV and it's getting a sub for you. Well, thank you very much. That's $20 for 5G here. Medicinal discounts are huge in MA. What is MA? Massachusetts. Yeah. Well, I mean, down here it is completely 100% illegal unless you want to use Delta 8, which Delta 8 compared to like regular wax And even like the grass is this way. It is harsh. Like I was sitting around with one of my friends the other day, and he actually gets hello. He sent me the message. But these pins here are like 32 bucks for 2 G's, and it is harsh because I was sitting with one of my friends the other day, and he has like an actual dab pin, like a regular old straight from California dab pin, and it is smooth. It is, you do cough a little bit, but it's not like super harsh like this stuff is. So yeah, the Delta 8 stuff is a bit rough on the lungs if you take it wrong, because there's a wrong way to suck down a dab. I will tell you that much right now. If you do it wrong, you'll be coughing for 5 hours. You'll be stoned AF, but I mean, at least. But you know, the lung damage, I don't know if is that great. Delta 8 was like vaping plastic, harsh AF, yeah. Trying to get me to 2K. Well, don't try to get me to 2K and, you know, like have like weird fake accounts and stuff like that. I want like people actually watching me and stuff like that. Yeah, there's the option to report the store for taking too long. Yeah. Go to jail right away, straight to jail. This. But the thing is because I had to, when I first tried DMT, I almost compared it to, or not DMT. When I first tried Delta 8, I compared it to smoking DMT, which is a component that's found in ayahuasca. Of course, DMT isn't like weed or anything; it's a psychedelic. And DMT is like smoking mothballs, like legit. Like the smoke tastes and smells like mothballs. It's kind of gross, but I mean, it's also insane. DMT is. And I used to chill with friends in Texas who had scoliosis. He had to pay $70 for disposables, plus $70 for disposable. I'll take my $32 Delta 8 pen any day then. Probably best. What the hell? Oh, that's fun. I spilt water everywhere. I'm sorry. Say probably best not to save the VOD for work. Up to you though, just giving you a heads up. I don't know how often you talk about this stuff on stream. I mean, it's not like anybody else takes and knows that, like, I don't know, like, who would take and get on my case for smoking weed. I don't have a job. DoorDash is my job. DoorDash isn't gonna fire me because I smoke weed on the side. You'd love to try psych someday. Try acid first. I have not had psilocybin. That's actually going to be something that I'm going to try probably within the next week or so, because there's a store pretty close by that sells psilocybin chocolate. So that's something that I kind of want to try. So yeah. And definitely DMT and ayahuasca is something that I probably wouldn't try unless I get some like experience. Unless you get some experience first, because I've only had one hit of DMT, but my friend gave another one of my friends some. I wasn't there. This is just a story he told, but he said that he took like 3 hits of DMT, and he was walking outside to go to his car, and he collapsed down on the ground and just started screaming. So I'm like, that's fun. Of course, when I hear a lot of people when they take and like breakthrough on things like DMT, it's usually either going to be really bad or really awesome. So DMT is intense, right? That green thing behind me, what, this, the tapestry? Oh, my mandala tapestry. Report me to HR. My carpet's going to be a little bit wet, but I'll take care of that later. It's fine. I needed to take and go have this carpet cleaned anyway. And 21st, you drank 4 shots of Everclear. Oh God, drinking straight Everclear is insane. Took 4 blinkers and smoked a quarter of a cigar. Needless to say, I have no idea what happened, but according to the video, it was a blast. I'm not a drinker, and it's mostly because of like 2 separate experiences that I've had. Was it 2? 2, yeah, 2. The first experience was I was in Jamaica, and this was back years and years ago. I was like 20 years old. And the thing is, in Jamaica, the drinking age is like 18, so I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go get some stuff at the bar, and then I was like, I want a Long Island iced tea. And for those who don't know what a Long Island iced tea is, it's basically like a base drink, like Coca-Cola or maybe lemonade or something like that, and then like 5 or 6 different alcohols. And I drank 2 of those in a span of around 5 minutes. I was in pain. Like, you would think that, oh, it's gonna make you feel good. No, I get severe chest pains if I'm drunk. And so I do not drink, not because I don't want to get drunk. In fact, I actually don't really even like the feeling of being drunk. It makes me feel kind of gross. So I don't drink, mostly because I literally am laying on the bed in like level 10 pain in my chest. So I just don't drink. You've seen some people take it and have a blast, but like you said, it depends on the person, it seems. Yeah, psychedelics in general, it just depends on the person. It is going to be completely different for like everyone. The main effects of psychedelics are usually going to be relatively the same, like auditory effects, visual effects, things of that nature. It depends on the psychedelic, because when I'm on acid, everything's kind of like wavy, and they say that, oh, it looks like the walls are breathing. It's that kind of stuff. Colors pop. Everything just kind of feels nice. Like one of my rituals that I do when I do drop acid is I like to wear baggy, which right now I'm technically wearing baggy clothing. I wear baggy like plush clothing because it just feels good. But as far as like inner workings of the mind, it's going to be a little bit different for everybody else. Mandala tapestry is gorgeous. It is. I do like mandala tapestry. Excuse me, a lot, and I wish I had more. That's the only one that I have that's a mandala. Love good carpets and tapestry. Family has been making traditional Persian rugs for generations. Dang. You need to get in contact with me because I would love to have a traditional Persian rug. That has been like on my to buy list for my studio is like either a Persian rug or a what's the country? I can't remember the country now. Hold on, I'm gonna look that up. Otherwise, it's gonna absolutely bug me. Tusnia, I think is what it's called. I should know this. I'm like a big, huge, like geography nerd. Yeah, Tusnia. I want a Tusnian rug because they have like completely different patterns and designs and stuff like that to the work. Still trying to keep up with everything. Going back up here. You hate drinking. It always makes you black out and hungover. I never get hungover. I don't know why, but I never gotten hungover. But it just doesn't make me feel good like while I'm drinking, so I just don't drink. Speaking of drinking, if you remind me later, me and some other friends have been making some out of our hard ciders. Oh, okay. I'll hit you up on that. I would love to take and try some. So you don't get nauseous. I've drank and smoked at the same time, but it depends on how much I drink. If I drink too much, then the smoke's not going to really do much. Mostly beer these days. I'm not a huge beer drinker at all. I do not like beer. Chechnya. Does Chechnya make rugs? Oh, I'm pretty sure Chechnya has like rugs, but I was talking about Tusnia, which that's actually a country that I'd like to visit. I wouldn't necessarily want to visit much of like some of the other surrounding places, but apparently Tusnia is like a really really nice developed country in Africa. So that's definitely on the bucket list of places I would love to go. Tunisia. You're right. I was pronouncing it incorrectly. Tunisia. Turkey sells a lot of Persian rugs. They're off-brand to us. They're great. Don't get me wrong, but they're not handcrafted. I would rather have one like actually handcrafted. You can see before opening in 4 hours. It was super pleasant talking to y'all. Hope you have a great evening. All right, Spy. Well, hopefully we will see you later in another stream. I will be streaming Tuesday. Like I said, Tuesday through Saturday is when I'm trying to get my stream scheduled to be. So, but yeah, and on top of that, we'll take and also play some DMZ sometime. And if anybody else has Warzone 2, then well, just hit me up and we will take and play some DMZ. The rages we used to have when you live with one of your friends killed your drinking habit. Truly can't get drunk anymore. Yeah, the second drinking experience that I've had that will not make me like drink like I used to. I went to Lexicon, which is just like Comic Con but in Lexington, Kentucky. One of my friends, and I think Peace might know him. Now I'm having trouble remembering his name. What the heck? Brandon Cox. Kind of a bigger guy. Normally wears a ball cap backwards. He made this blue raspberry drink, and it had so much alcohol in it, and I downed like 2 of those things in multiple shots, and I'm like, never again. It's not going to happen again, and no one is going to make me do that again. I think the only time after that I even got remotely even tipsy drunk was when I went to MFF in 2021, and me, Star Raccoon, and who else was it? It was me, Star Raccoon, and Rev and Lurch. We went on a beer run, as Star put it, because he was singing that on the entire way there. I got like an entire case, or a 6-pack, I guess technically, of Mike's Hard Lemonade, or Mike's Hard something. I can't remember exactly what it was. I think it was dark cherry. And I drank all 6 of those in the weekend. So, I drank like 3 of them in like a 30-minute span, and I was pretty tipsy. To the point where I just kind of laid down and I was like, yeah, I'm done for a few hours. I don't know why you're surprised you went with him to Lexicon. He never seemed to be into comics or anime and such. I'm kind of he's into anime. I don't know if you're talking about like not country hillbilly Brandon Cox, like big heavy set Brandon Cox, whose girlfriend died back in like really late 2019. I don't know if you it was the sister of dang, why is it that I can't remember his name now? We had a nickname for him and everything. But that was his sister, and she ended up passing away. Yeah, you might be thinking of like hillbilly Brandon Cox. That not that one. God, what is this? What the heck is this song? I'm like infatuated with it now. Stop. Surface by Kevin Rodriguez. Oh God, I have to spell Rodriguez. Okay. Okay, yeah, you were thinking of the hillbilly one. Yeah. Well, Oh no, don't do that to me, please. No. I can't find the song. Oh, that's some garbo. Track link. A track link? Oh my god, it's bright. Oh, here we go. I'll keep that there. Continue music. Anyway, um, but yeah, I was not talking about hillbilly Brandon Cox. I was talking about like different Brandon Cox. Um, so yeah, that's he made that drink for me, and it just contains so much alcohol. That is the first time I got drunk enough to throw up. Like actual like throw up. And it's funny because I was the only one who actually made it to the toilet to throw up because my brother also ended up throwing up, but he ended up throwing up um, while he was laying down. So it ended up ruining the mattress and the covers and all that. So me and my brother don't drink that much anymore. Then again, my brother also has a wife and 2 kids, so I don't think he's necessarily interested in going crazy. Although he has asked me about dab pens more recently, so I'm just like, try. And I let him try out one of my dab pens. It wasn't this one; it was a different one. So never fun puking and eating the spins. Yeah, no. That's a bad experience for him. I mean, it wasn't fun. I think we ended up having, well, Jacob ended up paying them back, but they had to pay like so much money for the deposit to take and have everything replaced, which I think is ridiculous, but whatever. Oh man. Oh. If he hasn't done that before, yeah, I'll have to take and get. We'll have to get him one. Then I'll have to be like, take and stick around with me for a few hours and take and let your body get used to it, because I'm not a daily smoker, but I do smoke rather often, especially when I'm over at my friend's house, or AP. I guess technically I could just take and say his name because I mean my Peace knows him, um, and I play with him a lot on here on Warzone. So which actually that takes and reminds me. I know that you take and live super close by. We need to take and chill for some time. Don't want him to turn into a vegetable for a couple hours. Well, if he does, I don't want him to be like, at work or something like that. Which then again, I take and say that, and literally the past 2 jobs that I've had, I would take and go out to break and come back stoned. Mostly because those jobs sucked. And I didn't care that much about them, that because I kept getting treated like garbage. It was like, if you're gonna take and treat me like garbage, at least treat me like stoned garbage, because that's the state I'm gonna be in when I take and come into work. I just never drank and came into work. Well, then again, this was when I kind of stopped drinking a whole lot, but yeah, I don't think I could work and be even tipsy. Especially in that warehouse. Good grief, I would be burning up. One of those places, all your coworkers were stoned out of their minds. That is true. Pretty much everybody in that warehouse was stoned. Foxy Heart, hello, how are you doing? I just realized that I spilt that water all over my armchair, or the arm of my chair, and now it's kind of sticky. Mark DeHattie, how's it going? Foxy Heart, good. I'm doing okay. I exist. That's it. I exist. Gotta head out. Super tired. Good rest of your stream. Alrighty, I probably won't be streaming for super long anyway, because I have to wake up super early. And DoorDash again. You blame the water. Well, the thing is, and this is actually like truthful. I know you were joking, but the thing is, this chair is like, dang, how old is this chair? See, my computer chair is 10, 20, 30, 40, 41, 2, 3, 4. This computer chair is 44 years old. Yeah. Am I chilling? I am chilling. That's pretty much all I can do right now. That is all we're doing at this moment. It's just kind of chilling before I take and head on out. So, Mark DeHattie, or I'll just say Mark. Nice to see you. How are you doing? Which actually, now that I think about it, I know Styra was talking about tapestry and stuff like that. I've got that on the wall, if you can see that. I don't know. Wait for it to take in. Yeah. I got that at a Pride festival, like back in 2016, I think is when I got that. Um, it was a lot too. It was like $50, I think, is how much I paid for that. Might have been a little bit more, but yeah, I put that up when I finally got this room set up a couple years ago. It's been hanging there ever since. I kind of wish it was hanging up a little bit different, but no, it's whatever. I wanted to have something where I could like clamp it and hold it to the wall instead of like putting push pins into it. But it's whatever. It hasn't damaged it yet, so. Oh, excuse me. Man. Well, if anybody has any extra thoughts, comments, concerns, questions, before I go ahead and end stream, let them out now. Because it is almost 1 o'clock in the morning, and I'm kind of wanna relax for a minute, go grab a drink, maybe watch 1 or 2 YouTube videos, practice a little bit of guitar, and pretty much split for the night. Because I've got to wake up at like 6:30, 7 o'clock. Because I've had to be on the road doing DoorDash at like 8 because that's when I scheduled it, and I try to change it to like 9:30 and it won't let me do that. I don't know why it won't. Have a great week, alright? Goodbye, Dax. Everybody. Right. I will hang with a friend. Oh, what'd you miss? Oh, Finn. Oh, no, Finn. You're like literally right at the end of the stream. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I would keep going, but it's literally like 1 o'clock in the morning. I apologize. I hate that. People come in at like the end of the stream, and I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. But Tuesday, I will be back Tuesday. So don't worry. So come to my stream on Tuesday. All right, Finn. Well, you have a good one. Sauces, you have a good one. Then again, you probably just message me here later. Sauces. Star, you have a good night. Everybody have a good night. A good morning, day, wherever you are. Doesn't matter. And hopefully soon I'll be getting back into the YouTube game, and I'll start releasing some more videos soon. But until then, we will see you all Tuesday afternoon for some Tone Chasing Tuesday. I'll be sitting here, probably won't have the head on, he'll probably be in the background. But I'll pick up my axe, we'll load up Amplitude 5, and we'll start kind of just start jamming a little bit, see what we like. So anyway, until then, you all have a great night. We will see you on Tuesday. And I'm out.